to the weekend, but we can't celebrate just yet because there's still, gosh darn, one more day. But hey, we're going to be having fun. You're watching Smell the Coffee, and you are joined by two favorite girlies, Diana Master and Aina Raizakwe, on your favorite talk show. And we are going to be talking a lot today.
Yeah.
But when do we never talk a lot?
All the time.
We're always talking.
I think as artists, that's what we do. We just chat. We chat up a storm.
We chat up a storm. You know, Peppa
and
Pig.
we just continue chatting.
I was watching Peppa Pig the other day, and then she's like, yappa, 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 you never stop talking. And honestly, I was like, I felt that one in myself. Like, are you talking about me, Peppa?
Relate,
I can
resonate.
relate. I can resonate. But like, do you have any cartoons that you watch as an adult?
I don't know if they still play Fifi and the Flower Tots.
Fifi and the Flower Tots.
Yeah, I grew up on Fifi and the Flower Tots, so I would watch Fifi and the Flower Tots anytime.
Wow.
That's
I
like,
forgot about that.
Fifi was the cutest.
Fifi was the cutest.
My cousin
my
and I
goodness.
enjoyed Fifi and the Flower Tots all the time, every day. We would watch Fifi on TV, and then we would watch Fifi on YouTube.
Oh
and
my
it's
goodness.
That I would watch.
But I feel like that's the content we need to make our kids watch, because
Yes.
that was real cartoons. Now now
or
these
Cool
cartoons
Cats.
are
I could still watch Cool Cats.
Cool Cats. Yeah, I used to watch Noddy, Make Way for Noddy, Jungle Junction, but Jungle Junction is now like recent. I think my favorite cartoon of all time was Cartoon Network's The Cramp Twins. Oh my goodness, I
didn't
love The
watch
Cramp
that
Twins.
one.
There was Johnny Bravo, Codename
nice.
Kids Next Door. So many cartoons. I think before Disney Channel was like big in Africa yet, we used to have Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. Those are like the two. Well, it was KTV before, yeah. So you would know on a Saturday morning, it was you were in bed, you had your cereal, and you're rushing to the TV because you're watching all these cartoons. But yeah, I just asked because sometimes it's nice to relive old moments. Yeah.
Well, I didn't grow up with DSTV, but I did have ETV. So I just grew up watching ETV and a lot of wrestling. I used
the Cool Cats.
Yeah, Cool Cats and wrestling, the John Cena's. That's what I grew up on, and Fifi, of course.
I started watching wrestling because of peer pressure. Everyone at school was talking about
it. That was me. I was the kid who had the T on
when
wrestling.
it came to wrestling.
I had the book, the verse, the chapter. I knew who we needed to hate. There was a woman called Vicky. We never liked Vicky. The time of the Undertaker. I knew when the Undertaker was going to rise again from the dead. It was just good times.
Good times. I mean, nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's sad, but it's also fun. But we'll now be taking a quick ad break and getting into some of our top stories when we come back.
It's month-end magic time at WB. Get 4 Knorr 50-gram soup packs for just $19.99. 2-liter WB HB cooking oil for only $64.99. 1-liter Clover Ultra UHT milk for $19.99. 750-gram Cross and Blackwell mayonnaise for $37.99. And 1 kg Jungle Oats for just $39.99 when you use your Smart Buy card. See more unbelievable deals at www.vurmanbrock.com. We care.
We start our top stories with a very strange, bizarre and concerning one. Criminals are selling guides on social media on how to carry out sextortion, BBC News has learned. The guides show people how to pose as young women online, trick a victim into sending sexually explicit material, and then blackmail them. On Tuesday, Olamide Shanu appeared in a court in London. He is believed to be part of a gang that made £2 million from blackmailing adults and children alone.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So you send explicit content.
So basically, they pose like they're targeting teenage boys, right? Because that's the time where the hormones are hormoning proper,
and they want to explore.
And they want to explore. Excuse me. So what they do is, these grown old men pose as like these young girls. You know, they're sending pictures and all of that.
To these young boys.
To these young boys to get them to open up and be comfortable. Now, in turn, sometimes these boys also send explicit material. Or in this case, the boy didn't actually send explicit material. What the guy did was he took the guy's photos and then AI edited them to make them explicit. And then now he was threatening and he was saying, so I'm going to send these explicit pictures if you don't send me money.
And obviously you don't want your life out there.
You
so
don't, and it's not even your life,
send.
but still it's your face. It's not your body, but it's your face.
Yeah, and in our time, you know, your reputation is everything. You can't just let your reputation go down the drain. So obviously you will have to pull that money from somewhere.
From somewhere,
and
somehow.
send that money. People are getting smarter by the day.
People are getting smarter by the day, and it's actually crazy. But I like that platforms like Instagram are actually putting in place some of these guidelines, or rather strict measures in place that curb, in a way, sextortion, because they are saying that there's a way that people can't access your contact list, because how they threaten is, we'll send these pictures to your followers and people that are on your contacts list and all of that.
People who know you.
People who know
So
you.
it's also like they want to give that shame element.
Yes.
Because if you wouldn't care if this content was with strangers.
Yeah,
they
you wouldn't
don't know
care. You wouldn't
But
care.
the moment it's with people you know, it's like a whole nother different ball game. I mean,
and imagine
it's so
just,
dangerous.
you know how we are with just screenshots. You don't want anyone screenshot. You have those conversations that you don't want anyone screenshotting. Like, you're like, if these screenshots ever got out, I'm done for.
That's why sometimes I support, you know, the disappearing messages.
Amen.
But on Instagram, I have those. I can tell you nonsense on Instagram because I know it's going to disappear within the next 24 hours. So if you don't screenshot, then that's
done.
on you.
You know, I learned another trick. I'm not shady, but I just happened to
When
come
they
across
start,
this.
I'm not shady.
I'm
Actually,
a little
I
shady.
am.
So you go into your notes app, you write whatever it is that you need to write, you screenshot that, and you send it as a view once picture. They can't screenshot that.
Yes. Always send as a view once
As
picture.
a view once picture. You can't screenshot, you can't save, unless you have to get someone else's phone and like physically take the picture.
Yeah. That is a smart way to
Don't
go
say I never
about.
put you on.
Yeah, don't say you have not been plugged. You had this first right here on Smell the Coffee.
I'm the plug, not the plague.
All right, now we move over to a less exciting story. It's all about Kylie Jenner and Jordan Woods. 4 months after the duo were seen sharing sweet moments during Paris Fashion Week, the Kai founder is sharing more insight on their run-in and where they stand in their now friendship. Just to give you a little bit of background, the two broke up as friends because they were they were best friends. They even got married as best friends. We saw that. Yeah, we saw that on Keeping Up with the Kardashian. And so then Jordan was seen. We all saw Jordan kiss Kylie's sister's boyfriend, or make
baby
out,
daddy.
Baby daddy. And so then that's how their friendship broke up. But now they are saying that they are in a healthier relationship. This is what Kylie Jenner said. I saw Jordan again in Paris. As she told Khloe Kardashian during the May 30th episode of The Kardashians on Hulu. She said it was fun. I think we have a lot more healthy distance in our relationship. It's now we talk once a month. The exchange earlier this year came just months after the two were photographed grabbing dinner in Los Angeles, marking the first time they were seen together since 2019. That year, their close friendship seemed to take a turn after Jordan found herself in the middle of a cheating scandal involving Khloe's ex, Tristan Thompson. So they haven't spoken since 2019 when the incident happened, when they were best friends, when they were married as friends. So now they talk once a month.
Once a month.
I guess.
But don't you people get tired of the Kardashians? Like, this is just... Just out of curiosity.
I mean, how can we get tired if they are constantly...
They're in your face.
In our face.
They
it's as if they are fed
face.
to us all the time.
Yeah.
So, like, they are pop culture. And that's just what it is.
You know what I found? I found that more people are actually following parody accounts of the Kardashians. Like, you know that girl, I think it's Yuri.
Yeah. Yuri is making a lot of money being the Kardashian.
Exactly. Of making fun of the Kardashians. And a lot of people are like, I would rather watch this content over the actual Kardashians. So it's, I mean... if we're going to be talking once a month, then are we really friends?
No. If we talk once a month, can we really say we are in each other's lives?
No. No, because it's giving that one text once a month. Hey, Chomi, you good? I'm good. How have you been?
No, I'm good.
How's life?
Life's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then that's it. It's giving very much awkward.
It is.
Very awkward, very forced.
I appreciate... Listen, you can be friends with someone from you don't what I want to say is that you don't need to be friends with everyone. You can love people from a distance.
Exactly.
If you and I fall out, we don't need to talk anymore. It's fine. We don't hate each other. We don't have beef. If we come across maybe at Marua Mall one day, we know each other. We will acknowledge each other as human beings, but that's as far as it goes.
Except I will keep a grudge. One thing about me, I will never be the bigger person.
You will hold the grudge.
I will hold the
you
grudge.
Will hold
10
it
years from now, I'll
in
meet
your
you in
hands.
Grove. I'll be like, I will, I cannot. I don't know. There's just something in me. I think when God was making me, he's like, a little sprinkle of that, and then it came to pettiness and he just...
Do you remember that video? I think it's of Henny Sabeb, or maybe not him, but it's a man who said, I don't like him. Even if I see him in the street, I'll tell him,
exactly,
leave me alone. I don't like you.
Exactly.
Don't talk to me.
Don't
I'm
talk
like,
to
what
me.
type of anger is this?
I saw a quote that said, just because we're not friends anymore doesn't mean I don't want to see you win. I want to see you win, but I just don't want you sitting at my table. No, I want you to fail. Fail. Fail.
Yeah.
I want to let everyone know that if you ever did something wrong to me and you're experiencing some setbacks in your life, good. That's karma.
No, I don't believe in karma, but nonetheless.
We are going to be talking after the break about the Cricket World Cup in sunny, fantastic, islandy Barbados. Stick around for that.
Hi, Sonia.
Hi, Tufani. What are you reading?
I'm reading about the Child Care and Protection Act. In this pamphlet I got from school.
What's that?
It is Namibia's main law for the children and the issues affecting them. The Act classifies here that a child is anyone under the age of 18 years. Check out some of the rights meant to protect you. For more information, contact the Children's Advocate.
For more information, contact the Children's Advocate Namibia in the Office of the Ombudsman on 061 20 73 111. Send us an SMS on 20401. SMS costs 40 cents. You can also send us a message via our Facebook page. Remember, the services of the Children's Advocate are free of charge.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, the Cricket T20 World Cup is going to be taking place in Barbados. Do I wish to go? Yes. Do I know anything about cricket? No. So why would I go there? Just for vibes. But with someone that actually knows something about cricket and who's going to be behind the scenes, Richard Botha, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well.
Yeah, are you excited?
I'm very excited. It's quite excited. Yes.
Quite excited. When are you guys leaving?
We're leaving tomorrow, Friday. We're leaving at 11 o'clock. We're flying to Johannesburg. It's a long flight getting there. Flying Johannesburg, flying to London, flying to Barbados. So flying tomorrow, and then at Saturday at 9 o'clock we're in Barbados. So
whew, yeah, it's going to be a long trip. It seems like you didn't sleep. I'm seeing your eyes are a bit red.
It's a lot of planning to go into this.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, but this is not your first rodeo. You did do the Le Rugby Jol.
Yeah, Le Rugby Jol. I've done it in Japan the first time, 2019, and in France the previous year, last year. It was quite amazing.
Do I wish to be you? Kinda, maybe. But the problem is I don't want to be doing the work. That's the toxic trait. But anyway, I actually have real questions for you. So how do you plan on immersing yourself in the local culture while experiencing the cricket matches?
That's the one thing about going overseas. It's always about just never going to the main chain restaurants. You go to the local market, you go to the local people, and you talk to them. It's one thing, it's just not experiencing it ourselves, but it is bringing that experience back home, sending back the content. So we have a reason to go and visit these places. It's never really going to the major things. It's amazing going to those small markets, eating these weird food, really encountering the people and properly talking to them. I've seen a lot of videos about how friendly and opening the Barbadian people are. And I'm quite excited experiencing that because it's my first time going to a country and English is their number one language. It's their first language.
Okay.
So that opens up a whole new world for us. Being able to communicate really is critical in the success of this.
This time you don't have to walk around with the dictionary and be like, bonjour.
Between Japan and France, it was quite hectic.
Just trying to get past. All right. So what excites you most about the cricket atmosphere in Barbados, apart from, of course, the local culture and all the richness in the culture?
Well, cricket is their national sport. They are crazy about cricket. They are the West Indies, so this combination of all the islands come together, form a team called the West Indies. So cricket is a major part of their culture. So just going to a country where cricket is truly, truly celebrated is going to be really interesting to see. Experiencing all the local people, how they see cricket and all those things. Well, the Namibian team being there as well and performing really well, opportunities to really progress far.
Yes.
Really excited to seeing them play and really seeing the top people out there.
Okay. Are you going to be painting your face with the Namibian colours?
I doubt that. I have to be in the media pin and I don't think they'll
allow that. They won't be too happy about that.
I don't think so.
Okay, so can you share any strategies that you have for navigating the bustling crowds and vibrant energy around the cricket stadiums? Because we know people are going to be traveling from everywhere.
Yeah, it seems like taxis are the main form of transport there. So we'll hop on and off. Taxis get us close to Bridgetown as possible where the game's going to happen. It's always interesting with transport, getting to where you need to go and figuring it out. Because once you land in a place, you're not really sure what to expect and how to really go about it.
Yes.
Airports are known to be, expensive, so getting a taxi right there is expensive. So understanding how locals do things really to, make it cheaper, but also more practical. There's a lot of options out there.
I can imagine the amount of research that went into this. I mean, I managed to, I had the pleasure of seeing you plan when it was still a rugby job. And everything that you're putting into place, like everything was planned to the T, what you're going to do that day.
Definitely.
Everything. And I was just like, I could never.
Stuff gets even more complicated now with time difference between Namibia and Barbados. So it's we produce content for the day on the day. So making sure that stuff arrives here on time, but there's a 6-hour time difference. It gets interesting.
Are they ahead or behind us?
They are. So when when they stand up 8 o'clock in the morning, it's 2 o'clock here. So they are behind us.
Jeez.
Yeah,
okay.
Their day starts later.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So anyway, what are your expectations for the matches, both in terms of the gameplay and the overall experience?
Well, definitely. I'm expecting Namibia to go far. I hope really we reach the second round. We've proven we can. We've proven we can win important matches against important teams. I mean, we've won West Indies before, we've won Ireland before. These are teams that are not your average Joes. So we have proven that we can really go far as a team. So I'm really excited seeing this year, especially how well we qualified, seeing how the team actually performs in the World Cup this year is going to be really interesting and really good. We're going to see Australia versus England also, which is the great Ashes, almost, T20, great rivalry between the two teams. So watching that also is great. Rivalries are always interesting.
Yes.
No matter what, it's always interesting seeing the two sides of the coin of the people.
Do you, by any chance, have extra space in your luggage so I can just hide in
16 days, 23 kilograms. You are very, very limited. Luckily, it's shorts all the way.
Okay.
The maximum is 31, the minimum is 27. So temperature doesn't change.
Oh no.
In the Caribbean.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I would be there just being like, it's a wicket or a run.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'd probably clap, and everyone's like, no, we're not clapping now.
Not now. Later.
Later. Okay. But before I let you go, my last question. What do you hope to take away from your experience at the Cricket T20 World Cup in Barbados?
As always, going on these trips, it is a privilege, but just really coming back with the knowledge of the people there. I really enjoy speaking to the people, speaking to the locals, and just see how they do things. You really come back with your own perspective of how things are done and how people interact with each other. In Japan, the culture of being polite and really respecting the others before all. In France, it was very much a communal aspect, and you can join any crowd and they really embrace,
they just welcome you
and everything. So I'm intrigued to see how Barbados is going to be. It's always fascinating, that part.
I'm definitely super jealous.
And all the beaches, of course. I mean, just chilling on the beaches, the water, the snorkeling.
That is going to be fantastic. It's a dream. This is why I'm saying you don't need to rub it in, because I am not going. But hey, who knows? Maybe the next one I'll go Le Volleyball Joel or whatever it is. I'll definitely be going. But Richard, thank you so much. We do wish you a safe trip, and we're looking forward to all the content that you're going to be sharing with us. All right, to stick around. We'll be right back with our goodbyes. No, actually, before we get into that, we're talking to a male tech and seeing how well he does nails. Stick around.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
My name is Toivo. I've been in the nail industry for about 2 years now, and I love doing nails. I can say it's what I'm very passionate about. Doing nails gives me so much to work with, especially interacting with different people, different personalities. In Namibia, having male nail technicians is not something that is very popular yet, but it's something that is slowly but surely changing as time goes. Being a nail technician is something that, in a way, most people don't look at it as such, but I feel like I change people's lives because I give people an opportunity to show up as their best and most authentic selves, boosting, their, what should I call it? Confidence, giving them a sense of repurpose to allow them to work with whatever it is they have to do during their day at their different jobs and all of that. As you can see, currently I'm working with a client. This is Hula, one of my oldest clients. So what we're doing right now is cleaning up her nails. It's called nail prepping. So nail prepping is one of the most important processes when it comes to doing nails, because nail prepping is what will determine whether or not a set lasts. And this is, I can say, one of the vital parts of nail prepping. So what you do is you push back the cuticles, as you can see, what I'm doing now. Pushing back the cuticles allows you to expose the rest of the nail in order to be able to clean up around the cuticle area. But another vital aspect of pushing back the cuticles as well is to be able to cut the cuticle area, which is the process that I'm about to start with now. So cutting the cuticle area in a nutshell is basically just removing dead skin cells around the nail. This allows to expose the rest of the natural nail bed, which gives you more surface area to work with as you are going along the process. Okay, I think.
well, all's well that ends well. It's been a fantastic show. We will be joining you again tomorrow, or rather you'd be joining us, or whatever it is. Either way, we'd be joining each other tomorrow. We'll be in each other's companies. We'll be keeping each other warm. Same time, same place. From Diana Master and Aina Rezokoyo, do enjoy your Thursday.